So we're back at this, and it's the finals. And Cleveland Cavaliers is going to take it 4-2. Golden State, Steph Curry is going to get handled by Kyrie Irving. Klay Thompson is going to have a pretty tough problem with J.R. Ryder and Imam Shumpert getting thrown at him. And LeBron James pretty much is going to not have the same problem with Kawhi Leonard, since he's not going to be there. And it's just like Matt Barnes, one of those type of dudes.
I would sure love to agree with you, but I can't. Not after what I just witnessed in the Western Conference Final, and how, to me, a team that was on track to win and just win the entire Western Finals just.
You saw him stumble, right?
I did, but what does that mean?
That means that even though they might have got over that, this is a team on the Eastern Conference that ran through the whole Eastern Conference playoff situation.
But you know what, though? I don't think that that's a positive thing. I think that
when is winning.
But listen, no, that's not what I mean. In life, I think you have to overcome something. I just watched Golden State overcome.
We overcome 82 games to get to the championship as quick as anybody possibly can.
Yeah, but look at the way Golden State did it throughout the entire
Golden
season.
State did it through the whole entire season, and just like anybody in sports, you know how to pace yourself. So therefore, it's not about a record. It's more about winning the championship, which Cleveland is in pace
When
for.
something is too easy, as I think Cleveland's, route to
They can't believe it's too easy. It's 82
I just
games.
think
They all play
that
each
they
other.
haven't. I don't know if they've had big enough challenge to help them meet this challenge. I think
This is the same Cleveland Cavaliers
I know
that was
LeBron
there
wants
last
to face
year.
them. Yes.
And the same
And
Cleveland
didn't have their
Cavaliers
weapons.
didn't have their weapons. So
We know
this
that.
year, as far as talking about,
But are those weapons as good?
come on,
as
this is
Golden
Kyrie
State's?
Irving that we're talking about.
Kyrie,
This is Kyrie Irving.
Listen, I want to believe that they can win.
The only
I do
reason
not
why I
wanna
like
see him.
Cleveland, let me just
I
make
don't
that
want to see
clear.
LeBron go back to another
Only
finals
reason,
and
shout out
lose.
to-
I don't want to see him go back to another finals.
I don't
Go
care
away
if he
empty.
loses. I want Kyrie to come off with a chip. He deserves it.
He does.
He
I agree
deserves
with
it.
you. I agree with you.
I don't know
there.
about, you LeBron James fan, 95% of the free living world, or if that it might be considered that.
Because he's He gives
He's
it everything
basketball.
he
Look at
has.
what people think
But
about
he gives it
basketball.
everything he
LeBron
has.
James is not basketball, or else he would be on the cover of the NBA. Like that insignia would be LeBron James, but it's like Jerry West or somebody.
Well,
like
if that were the case, it would be MJ.
then there we go. That's basketball. And once again, you not knowing the fact that LeBron James is scared for this championship this year.
You think he's scared?
No. I think he's confident. I think he looks good. I
I
actually
just don't
despise
think
the
he
man and the
has-
fact that he's going to probably
I
get the
just
easiest
don't
chip
think
of
he
his
has.
life.
I don't think he has the weapons to go.
I think he's
against Golden
geared to
State.
get the easiest chip of his career.
I think that they're going to try and play Golden State's game, jacking up threes,
They
and I
better.
just think that Golden State is getting better at being Golden State.
This is coming from.
I think if they focus their game and play in the paint,
Okay, so
and
let's just
and
say.
make sure that they make Golden State play defense, I do think that they have a great
So
shot.
now we're going to talk about
But-
the guy that you called basketball a couple of seconds ago versus a great, awesome team. So now this is something for the history. We're not going to go into that, but we're just going to leave it that you do have actually the best athlete in the sport right now
I
going
agree.
against one of the best teams. But you do
But
understand
it's a team
now.
game.
Check this out. The best athlete in the game is supported by the best role players in the game right now. He has
in Cleveland.
yes. Kyrie Irving is the best point guard, hands down, in the NBA. As played as a point guard in the definition of what a point guard, a facilitator, spreading the court, making good decisions, Kyrie Irving is the best
Let me tell
point
you
guard.
something.
Is he not? Quick question.
If
Just
I
quick
agree,
question.
I agree
Okay.
with you.
So
But
then
I
we
just
move
don't
on
think
since
I don't
it's
think
the yes
that
and
that's
no part
enough.
of
I
the
don't think
question.
that that's enough.
He has great rebounders around him. Does he or does he not? He has Varejao. He has, pardon me, he has, not Varejao. He has Tristan Thompson, which is straight springs
Who
and
hasn't
bounces.
really come up that great in the playoffs?
Straight for rebounds, though. This is what I'm talking about. Rebounds. You got Mozlov, which is a good center.
Yeah, he does.
You have, but straight rebounding Tristan
He
Thompson.
does.
Then you have, once again, J.R. Smith, which is a firecracker. You can have him
He's
as
a
a igniter.
firecracker, but he's not consistent. And
He's
that's what I'm
you don't
concerned
need
about.
consistency when you have
Sure
LeBron
you
James
do.
and Kyrie Irving
What
all on the
happened
same
last year?
page.
He
You
could
didn't have
stepped up.
Kyrie Irving and LeBron
But
James.
you needed J.R. Smith to step up,
But
and he wasn't able to do
J.R.
that.
Smith is not the key component of this.
I'm not saying he is.
This is what he might, once again, that's why I said a firecracker.
But you said you need a supporting cast.
He is he's the sixth, as a sixth man, he's actually good because he's won a couple of Sixth Man of the Year awards. So therefore that establishes
that.
But
we need it now, not
right now he's playing really good basketball. And he's been playing a lot of good basketball since he's left New York, which he's been in Cleveland. You have Iman Shumpers now once again because she doesn't feel that.
I like Iman Shumpert. I do like.
I hear you validating a lot of likes for Cleveland.
I do. I just think that you have to show it when it matters the most.
And
I think that the path that they've had to the championship, right to now, has been an easier one than
absolutely not.
Than Golden State. You don't think it's been easier?
Absolutely not.
They took down Detroit.
They took a physical team.
They took down
in
Atlanta.
They took a physical team in Atlanta and played physical basketball and kept their. I hate to say that.
The competition
and Cleveland
in the East is not the same as the competition in the West.
This is the problem: is that you have two different type of players. Once again, you have a LeBron James player, which is somebody. Just don't get all hype about me saying this name. You have a LeBron James type of player, which is all around. Where you're saying Steph Curry needs to be.
I agree.
This is what you're saying. Steph Curry needs to be at where LeBron James is. LeBron James doesn't need to be where Steph Curry is.
I'm going to tell you, I think he took a big step in the Western Conference Final.
He's stepping to be where LeBron. So you're saying he's becoming LeBron-esque?
No. Well, I wouldn't go that.
Okay. So he's getting that LeBron-esque in it. So therefore, as that being said, point noted, LeBron-esque situation going on, you have a team that is situated. They have J.R. Smith, which is no longer the same young dumb kid that used to take those same young dumb shots.
But if you want to be great, you've got to do it on the biggest stage when it matters the most.
It's his time.
J.R.
Smith has never been there.
He was there last year.
He was there as a different player. He wasn't supposed to be on the court that much. That's why he made those erratic shots. You snag his behind off of the court,
but when you are called
decisions.
upon and your number is called, you got to show up.
You can't, just like everybody knows about business and as somebody teaches me all the time, it has to be, change doesn't happen overnight.
I don't disagree
this is something that
I'm just saying that if you're right, if you're right, if he can step up, then they have a better shot. I'm just not sure because he was doing what he's done in the playoffs last year, what he did this year. And when
he's
it
most
came
definitely
last year in
he's
the
most definitely not.
No, he did.
Are you saying J.R.
Smith
is? But he's hitting them.
But then when he got to the finals, he was just invisible. And I'm just saying, I hope that does not happen. Let me tell you what I think needs to happen. Simply, I think at the end of the day, people have to be who they are. If you try to out Golden State, like I heard somebody say today, so I'm not going to claim it as my own. If you try to out Golden State, you're going to lose. What I think you need to do is force them to play defense.
But this is what I said when you said it, and this is why I said it's clear road to success.
What concerns
Cleveland, let's get a moment. She's concerned, but let's get this clear. Cleveland fans, this is why we have it this year. Cleveland has been playing Cleveland basketball thoroughly through the playoffs.
No.
Yes, they have.
No.
It's clear. Cleveland has been playing
up a lot of shots.
That's the Cleveland this year.
That's Cleveland this year. The games that they lost to Toronto, okay? They lost both in Toronto, and then they went back to Cleveland. The games that they lost to Toronto,
LeBron was invisible.
So many. I don't recall the number of 3-pointers that they took, but they had so many free 3-pointers.
LeBron was invisible, though. Don't scratch the fact that those games LeBron had He
was invisible because they weren't playing their kind of basketball.
Once again, everything has to be.
He's got to be himself.
Which they found out through Toronto. This is the problem. Now them seeing Toronto.
I hope so.
You see, you got to understand, like you said.
I hope so.
Somebody's stumbling and somebody's finding their success through the road is the difference that LeBron went through.
I agree.
Steph Curry hasn't yet to hit that. He's still on his high of being a win, and nobody's really found a way to answer this kid.
The thing that concerns me with Steph Curry and that I watched was, to me, he strikes me as the type of person who told himself his whole life that I can't hang with the big boys, so I'm going to sit there and be a sniper and jack up 3-pointers.
And that's not going to work against
Right? That's what he's always focused on, and that got him through. It wasn't getting him through the first 4 or 5 games. What he did in that fifth game was, okay, my 3-point's not working for me, and he began to go on the inside.
Let me help you out
And
then.
part of the way
So let me help you out. Since
yeah.
you,
So what
let
I'm
me-
saying is, he now knows
I'm with
that
you, and
I
that's
can get to
awesome.
the rim
But
and
let me
make-
just get to the killer part, and